This is Pinch of a Cult, and she likes to burn a lot of things.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Pinch of a Cult, Halloween edition. And as you will soon figure out, this is a voiceover because I totally fucked up my audio. So, there's that. Today we'll be doing a Revenge of the Curse Jar by Bree NicGarran. See, I still am not good at the name. It's from her book Grovedaughter Witchery. Bree. Yep, still can't find it. Anyways, so you can also find her on Tumblr with Breland Walker is her Tumblr username. Fantastic writer, great spells. I definitely recommend buying her books. She has a couple actually. And I've been meaning to get more of them. So before we get started, I ramble on about not having filmed for a while. It's been like over a year, and I do apologize for that. But I am back, maybe, now. Hopefully if I can remember to actually use a microphone and not rely on the camera on the microphone on the camera, because it sounds horrible. Anyways, I ramble on, talk about how I made my mask, was a play doctor. Please take COVID seriously. I'm very tired of people not doing that. Haven't seen my friends in 6 months. Blah blah blah, talk, look up the name. Yep, that's me. Alright, I'm gonna cut to where we should be getting started with the spell. So for the Revenge Curse Jar, we're going to need a couple of things. A jar with a tight-fitting lid, and a clay puppet. I'm not very good at sculpting, so he looks fantastic. Great, wonderful. Yeah, as you can see, he will fit in the jar, which is what you need to make sure to do. And then we're going to need toothpicks, pins, or nails, which I had trouble finding because I am a mess. Yes, my box of pins. And then you need black yarn or thread. I have black ribbon because that's what I got. And you need, oh, there it is. And then you'll need some lemon juice. Got a whole bottle of it in my fridge. And then one fresh egg from a chicken butt. One of my supervisors has chickens, and he gave me some fresh eggs recently. Black candle stub. I don't have a stub, I just have a full fresh candle. I'm gonna use what I have. And then you need, some technical difficulties in the back there. I did not look as good as I wanted it to. Duct tape. Always important to wrap the jar because it gets stinky. And planter pot and soil, which is what I have outside. Alright, and you're supposed to do this during a waning moon, but it is very bright. Not a very bright full moon outside, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. It's supposed to have a lot of energy, and it's what I needed. So, I'm going to use the bright full moon. Alright, next step. You need to create a puppet, which is what we did, and then carve the target's name in the puppet, which I didn't do, so I'm doing it right now. So you want to put your name of who you're going to curse in, and I did Orange is sus, so we'll go with that. Wait until I finish carving. So bad at this, takes a while. And then while you're carving, you're supposed to say, Puppet, I name you, target's name. Your limbs are their limbs, your flesh is their flesh. As you suffer, so shall target's name suffer. And then you move on to the next step. So then you start grabbing your pins, and you're going to stick the puppet full of them. You want to accompany each one a thought or a citation of a particular thing you would like them to suffer. I did a couple. I think one was, I hope all your businesses fail. I hope all your financial situations go to ruin. I hope every little thing inconveniences you. Oh man, I had some really good ones and I lost all the audio for it. I think it was something like, I hope all your lives come to head. I hope everyone figures out you're lying. I hope you get seriously ill. I hope no one forgives you, on and on, stuff like that, whatever you want. Make the punishments fit the crime, as Bree says. And you can put as many or as little pins as you want. I did quite a few. Quite a few. So the next step is to take your black thread, ribbon, yarn, whatever, and bind the poplet's limbs, eyes, and mouth with it to prevent it to escape, and then you're going to drop it in the jar. You can also add more pins or nails to the jar as well. It's very hard to bind tiny things, but I did my best and I did it well. Well enough that I broke off his foot. That's fine though, right? It's not going to be an issue. Just drop it in. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Yeah, so you bind that all up. I had problems finding my lovely scissors, but I ended up doing that. As you can see, I finish up, open the jar, and, well, almost forget the other part of the jar, and shove them in. Little ill-fitting with the pins, but it ends up working out after you move them around a bit and shove them on in there. Not too bad. And then I drop quite a few more pins there, and I might have added a few more as well throughout the process. He deserves it. More pins. More pain. Please. Thank you. And of course I dropped them over myself. Luckily, I did not find any in my skirt, and I did not stab myself with pins. I'm very, very proud of myself for that. I am a danger to myself. Alright, and then we move on to the next part, which is where you take your jar and your lemon juice, and as you add the lemon juice after struggling to get it open because it's been sitting in your fridge, got it, don't need to find my fiance to open it. You pour it in and say, as the juice destroys the flesh, so let your fortune sour. Let the sweet be gone from your life, forth from this very hour. Added quite a bit, because make them drown. And lemons. It's a pretty fitting way to go. After that, you cap it back up because you do not want lemon juice everywhere, because that would be a horrible, horrible mess to clean up. Smell nice though. Then you're going to take your egg and say, as the egg disintegrates, your luck begins to rot. Relief you will seek from my curse, but find it you will not. And then you crack your egg, drop it in. I did not do that on camera. Oh well, fix that for next time. Then you're going to light your black candle and drip the wax into the jar, saying, this candle flame doth represent my hurt, my rage, my ire. May all your fortune vanish as kindling in a fire. So I did this for a bit. I wanted a lot of wax in there. So it melted quite a bit. Almost forgot that you have to put the stub in at the end, so make sure you read your spells all the way through, people. It helps. So melt, melt, melt. I sit here and just watch it, because fire is fascinating. And before I forget, remember your fire safety, people. Do not light fires without a way to put it out. Watch your candles, do not let them burn unattended. Make sure you are attending fire always. If you have a fire extinguisher, make sure you know how to use it. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. We want you to be safe as possible. We do not need you to burn down the house. Okay, moving on to the next step. I wanted to find a pen because I lost it and did not have one, because I'm like that and I didn't read this other step. So you can write down a list of wrongdoings on a piece of paper, then burn it and add the ashes to the jar. Whether you do or do not is up to you. I felt like doing it and thus went and found a marker that I had stashed in the sunroom. By the way, this whole thing was supposed to be done at a very lovely table I was going to have built, but I never got around to finish building the furniture in here before Halloween, so I decided I was gonna fuck it and film on the floor anyways. It's been like over a year and I really just wanted to film, so I did. But yeah, you can write the list of wrongdoings down, which is what I'm doing here. Scribble down quite a few of them. Make sure they were taken care of and ready to go. I scribble for a while. Hopefully next video I will have the setup I wanted and remember to have my audio plugged in. Save you from this horrible voiceover I've never done before. Alright, so we're gonna tear out the page. I have a cast iron pan on the floor so I don't light the whole thing on fire. Do I remember to show it to you? Yes, I do. Yep. So I got my little pan. Gonna light it on fire. Cast iron is fireproof, so gonna be careful. Fire's really nice when it burns, by the way. It looks so good. So very good. Alright, burns. Watch it burn. Because we need all those ashes, then we're gonna dump them into the jar. So let's get to that. So we're gonna very carefully dump the hot ashes into the jar, which of course I don't have on camera again. So good at framing, guys. Hopefully we will get that fixed next time. Forgive me, it's been so long since I filmed. So we do that. And we're adding it in and dumping ashes all over the ground. You can't see it. Perhaps that's best. Perhaps that is best. Alright, so we get the ashes in. I'm gonna take the jar and start the next part. May hardships come to find you with the waning of the moon. Name my curse upon you from now till the crack of doom. And then there's a second verse if you want to do something just to teach someone a lesson, but I'm not here to teach someone a lesson. I'm here to punish someone. So you're going to drop the candle stub in the jar, close the lid, secure it. Then I'm going to take my duct tape and wrap it all around the jar. See, I forgot to put the candle stub in it, so I have to reopen it and put it in. Because I'm smart. So, yep, dumping that in. Reclosing it. And then I grab my duct tape and start duct taping it all over. You want a nice good seal on it because that thing's gonna stink in a couple days and you don't want it leaking anywhere. So after I finish tearing the tape off with my teeth and hands like a heathen, we're gonna shake the jar. Shake it filled with all your hate, malice, all your energy. Put everything into it when you shake it. That looks so funny. It's so weird to watch myself backwards. Yeah, shake the jar. You want everything all good and mixed up. All those pins sticking in there as hard as possible. Then when you're done with that, you're going to want to shove it into a planter pot and walk away. We don't want to bury things into the ground. It's very bad for the environment. If you do want to bury something, it's best to do it in a planter pot of soil. We don't want to poison anything. No thank you. And then once you're done, you can go take a shower, which is what I did after this video. It was very nice, very lovely. Want to wash all that ick off since we are cursing. There are some extra steps to this if you wanted to do them, but I recommend reading Bree's book, Grovedaughter Witchery, if you want to do a little bit more, but this is the basic. She has let me film before one of her videos. I will link that one down below. Lovely spell. It's fantastic. I believe it was a house floor cleanse wash. Smelled lovely. If you ever want to break the curse, you're just going to have to dig up the jar, break it, or crack open the lid and empty it in the garbage. She just suggests tossing it out and taking the bag out right away because it will smell badly. Anyways, we're getting close to the end of the video. I ramble on a bit about filming and coming back to YouTube, which hopefully I'm back. And maybe my roommate will let me steal his Yeti mic again, because it's much better sound quality than everything else I've been using. And hopefully I'll get my setup completed. So close. So very close. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking me out. Check out my Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and YouTube. See you guys later. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.